Oh yeah, so evidently a lot of you are having some problems getting your graphs in Excel to have your standard deviation properly and everything. So this here is a quick demonstration on how to do it properly. I just made up some data right here. The first thing you want to make sure is that you actually have your data in a meaningful way, so you don't just have it kind of in here spread out and all over the place. If you keep yourself organized in the beginning, it'll make your life a lot easier. So you see I have these columns here. Your first one's going to be whatever your independent variable is. So I just pretended we did temperature, but if you were like changing concentration or pH level or something like that, that's what you would have in this column right here, and as many variations as you did. This section right here is where you're going to have all of your results, your dependent variable, and you're going to have one column for each trial that you did, and then you're just going to put your numbers in right here. Again, these are just fake numbers, but you would just fill this in as you needed to. Next one, I have a column to calculate the average of each of these trials, and so I have Excel automatically do that for me. I'm going to hit the equal sign, type in average, type a parentheses, and then select those 4 cells, close it, and then you can repeat for those other ones of these numbers. Alternatively, you can just select it, grab the fill tool so it changes to like the little black plus, and just drag this down and it'll automatically fill it in. You can also have Excel automatically do standard deviation for you. You can hit equals, STDEV, parentheses, and you're going to select those 4 numbers again, hit the closing parenthesis, and it is automatically done for you. And again, you can just grab the fill tool and it'll automatically calculate your standard deviation for you. And so now, all your data is nice, easy to work with, and you can copy this, put it into Word for your lab report. But to make the actual graph, what you're going to do is you're going to select your mean values, choose whichever graph type you're using. So we're just going to go for a scatter plot because that's what you're likely going to be doing. But the thing is this here is not at all correct for any way. So you're going to go over here where it's data and hit select and make sure that you select the correct data. So in this case, our Y values, they're currently selected as the mean, which is what we need. But then our X values, they're not set. So we're going to go into here, click this button, and select the temperature values as our X. And then when we hit OK, we can see that it puts in the values where they should be, 10, 20, and 30. We're going to go ahead and we're going to move this chart onto its own sheet just so we have it nice and large to work with. Obviously, you can go over here to chart layout and add your chart title as needed. This here is the chart title. You can add your axes titles and get all that there. Personally, you probably don't need a legend, so you can just delete that. What you need to do now is add in your error bars. And so you're going to go over here where it says error bars, and you're just going to go ahead and put in standard deviation. Now that's going to go ahead and automatically put in error bars on every single one of your data points. But as you can see, it just put in its own version of standard deviation and not the actual values that you calculated. So you're going to go ahead and right click on the error bars and hit format error bars, and then so for the Y error bars, these are the up and down ones, you see it has standard deviation is 1. You need to change that to custom, hit specify value, and it's going to bring up this thing that lets you choose where you want to get the error values from. So then you can go back to the original sheet with the data and then select where you have the standard deviation, and then do the same for the negative error values also. And then you hit OK, and you come back here, it's going to calculate those and put in the standard deviation for each data set. So once you've gotten your XY ones set, you can make sure that you turn off your horizontal ones. You can do that over here on error bars. Just make sure you select the x-axis ones and just turn them off to no error bars. After that, you have your nice data points in here with your standard deviation, and you can go ahead and do the rest of your chart as normal with your axes titles, making sure it all looks pretty and everything, and you will have the correct error bars on your graph. If you have any questions, I'm going to go ahead, I'll upload a copy of this spreadsheet and put it in the video description so you can play around with it if you need to. And if you have any questions, don't ask me because I don't really want to help you. Thank you for watching.